Hey guys, it's Nina from One Life Holistic Health here, and this is the third video on decluttering that I have done. And so if you missed the first two, go back to my YouTube and find them because they're amazing. The first one is going to be about decluttering like our mental and emotional state. The second one is decluttering our physical space and environment and some of our energies in regards to that. And this last one is decluttering spiritually. So I want to talk a little bit about that because I think that one gets kind of confusing for people. It's probably the easiest one to do and the one that's, I think they're all equally important, so I don't want to say that it's least important, but I think it's the easiest, but I think it is kind of the most confusing. So like, what do I mean when I say declutter spiritually? So when I first started using the law of attraction and manifesting, there are so many tools, right? There are so many tools that you can use for this. And so I was like, I got to do all of them because it's not going to work if I don't. And that's not true, first of all. I found out kind of the hard way that's not true. Second of all, it got very overwhelming. And a lot of those tools were spiritual tools. Like you need to be in tune with your own intuition so you kind of know what you're vibrating at and things like that. And so some of them, a lot of them were spiritual tools like meditation. Meditation is an action, but it's kind of a spiritually based action, I guess. So I really had to, one, strengthen my spiritual muscle. So I had to, in order to do that, I had to figure out, okay, what are my beliefs spiritually? You know, do I believe in God? Am I religious? You know, I grew up Methodist in the Methodist church. And so is that still what I believe? Is that, you know, what I want to utilize here? Because one of the big pieces is that you need to believe in something bigger than yourself in order for this to work. And I think that most of you do, or you wouldn't be into the law of attraction or manifesting. I think most of you understand that, you know, the universe has our back, and that's why you're doing it. People that don't understand that don't really jive with the whole law of attraction manifesting thing. Totally cool, to each their own. But you have some sort of spirituality, or you want to be here. You want to be watching this video. So I really had to figure out, okay, what are my beliefs? Do I believe in this and do I believe in that and whatever else? Well, when it came down to it, you know, as it turns out, I'm not extremely religious. So as far as the organized religion of going to church and whatever else, I am not so much. But I am extremely spiritual, and my spirituality is extremely important to me. So what I did find is that there were bits and pieces of different things that I really resonated with. And so what I had to do was kind of create my own around that. So I just took the bits and pieces that resonated with me from different things, and I created my own spiritual basis. Now, I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but what I'm saying is that you need to figure out what you believe in. And then you need to believe in that, and you need to rely on that, and you need to understand that whatever that is, it has your back. This is really important because it really helps with the letting go piece, which is the very last part of the manifesting recipe that I use and that I teach. It's really letting go and allowing things to draw in. But if you do not trust in that thing that's bigger than you, and if you do not trust that it has your back, this will not work. Because you got to let go of that control. And you've got to say, all right, I'm doing my part. You do your part. Meet you halfway. We're going to be partners in this. But if you don't have something that you believe in, that's going to meet you halfway, or that's going to be your partner. I mean, your partner. This is why the spirituality piece is so important to me, because those things, that's the pieces that really create that collaboration for me. That's really the part that makes it the partner piece. And so if I don't trust that my partner is doing its part, then it's going to be really hard for me to let it go and let it happen. But you got to let it go and you got to let it happen, or it's not going to come in. So that is the last part. And again, it's kind of the more confusing part, because like sometimes trying to figure out what you believe is a little bit difficult, but it's really important. And that's all you have to do to declutter that, is just really figure out like solidly what you believe. And again, it doesn't have to be any certain thing. There's not really a right answer for that. So if you're having any issues with it, you know, get a hold of me, find me on social media or something like that. Maybe message me below if you're watching this on my YouTube. But ask the questions. I'll try to provide the answers. So part number 3 of my first step, the first piece of my recipe, done and dusted. Now you have all 3 videos, and I hope that you're finding them helpful. If you have any questions, like, find me, let me know. Other than that, good luck.